Lions.
Yes, Texas is a rival.
I have a river of Kool-Aid for basketball.
It's time to step inside the Hog Pen.
What's up, everybody? Welcome into an all-new episode of Inside the Hawg Pen. I'm your host, of course, from the Central Arkansas Hog Pen, Razorback Zach. You can see MC's not here tonight. I have a whole thing. He's recused himself due to obligations. So he has recused himself from the show tonight, but he will be back next week. But we have one hell of a show this week. And it's all thanks to this dude. Why am I on the left? I'm on the wrong position here.
It's how it's going to be today.
Throwing me off. I'm so lost here. No, we've got a huge show coming up in just a few minutes. It is what is this? The Natural State Throwdown, I guess is what we'll call it. Rumble in the Rock or whatever you want to call it, Battle of the Natural State. But we have an A-State alum and our boy Scoota coming back. Also, representing the Hogs. But we're going to see what these two guys think about the game in just over a few days from now. And, hey, don't forget, I'm going to be out there broadcasting live pretty much all afternoon leading up to kickoff from War Memorial Stadium. It's going to be a blast. The Harris Made Chef Services tailgate party kicks off. I'm going to get there right about 6 o'clock. We're going to set up between 6 and 8. And then y'all start filing in whenever you guys feel like it. Kickoff set for 4 o'clock. And pregame show starts about 1:32. And I'm going to have a very special guest, Matt Hart. Hog HQ is going to be joining me, along with a couple of other special guests, too. So if you're not there, you need to get there. And if you are there, come by and say hi and enjoy the atmosphere. $298, $299 is the tailgate spots. But if you get lost, just shoot us a message on the Facebook page, and we will get you to where we are. All right, D. So I'm already off to a bad start when it put it down. Put it down.
No, acknowledge me.
I got another finger I could put up.
Acknowledge.
I don't know. No.
One of the two. One of the two.
No. Okay, fine. Here. Anyway, here we stand. Here's the standings after week 1. Dylan, of course, comes in at 4-2. MC is at 3-3, and I'm coming in dead last at 2-4 because I apparently got cocky last week. But we're not going to make that mistake again. But before we get to the games this week, which the games this week are just kind of crappy because you're not in conference yet, but you don't have the big marquee matchups like you had last week, which I'm okay with to kind of give it a break. Because after this week, it all goes into motion. But I wanted to get your take first, D. What were your thoughts? Because you didn't come on postgame. What were your thoughts last week on the game against Alabama A&M?
We had a little bit of communication issues. I saw Talon be a little bit hesitant in certain areas. And, also I'm going to shout out DJ. DJ is doing a hell of a job with these breakdowns. He's everything. But overall, the one position group that impressed me the most, and most people are going to say the wide receivers, offensive line, they blocked their butts off for pass protection. Running, different story. There's a lot to be desired for the run blocking.
You had made a comment, and I forget what you had said about why the running game was so
It's because they sent 6 people every play. They were blitzing, they were shooting gaps, they were trying to cause havoc in the backfield, and that's kind of what I was getting to with the pass protection. Is Talon got pressured, maybe 10 dropbacks, and of those 10 dropbacks, I would only chalk up half of them to being the offensive line issues. The other half of them were probably because of the running backs.
There were 2 sacks. I want to say there were only 2 sacks on Talon, and I wouldn't chalk that up to anything other than there were unnecessary sacks. It wasn't anything that the offensive line was doing. It was just Talon holding on to the ball just a tad too long.
So one of those sacks, the one that cost us the 3rd and 14 going to 4th and 23 or whatever, Mike Washington missed a block.
Yeah.
Missed the block. And, you can argue that, Talon could have dumped it over the top real quick, but that guy was in his face in a heartbeat. That dude looked like Scoota coming through the hole.
See what you did.
And, the other one, there's two free runners coming right at Talon, and good Lord, Bryant kid, I can't remember his name. Braylon Russell. Braylon Russell chose wrong. You always identify the most dangerous man and get him. Well, he slid outside and got the corner that was coming, and a linebacker just came and blew up Talon in the backfield.
Well, and it was one of those that his first game, and I was talking to Scoota before the show. He again played on defense, knows the system, knows what it's like to wear the jersey and go through fall camp, play that first game, and he even said it went about as normal as it could be. You want to get out there and you want to hit somebody other than somebody wearing a Razorback jersey and a Razorback helmet, and the way the team was on that first couple of drives, especially in the first quarter, versus how they were in the fourth quarter. There's one thing I've noticed that I haven't seen in years past: effort. They let the problem is Arkansas these last couple of years has gained the notoriety, gained the reputation of letting their foot off the gas in the second half. I didn't see that, especially from the defense.
Yeah, and just like an all around topic, did it not feel like the team just felt confident the entire game?
Well, and I even said it post game. There was a different air around this team especially during warmups. The air just felt different. The air just felt different. Period. And for a while, I couldn't figure out what it was. But like I told MC in post game, one of the things I look for, and I've started to look for here recently in the last couple of years, how do these guys do in warmups? Do they just kind of go through the motions? And I'm going to ask Scoota this later about how they went through warmups when he was there, if it was the same kind of thing. Because these guys, the last couple of years, especially with KJ, they just kind of walked through the warmups. But these guys, this past Saturday, you saw the confidence and you saw effort,
moving with intention,
and they look. And I'm sure Scoota has heard this over and over and over and over, and Blake probably has too. Play through till you hear the whistle. Play through till the whistle. And these guys did that, and they were tackling. The defense was making tackles once they shored up their missed assignments in that first half. But the offense, I think we underestimated this team, D.
Who did?
Shut up, dude.
I saw a top 10 Heisman watch.
Guess who was on that?
I was hoping you weren't going to bring that up.
Man, that's crazy.
Well, okay, but at the same time, it is Alabama A&M.
That's true.
And I want to see how Talon can do next week when we travel to Oxford. That's what I want to look at.
Yeah,
I mean, how the team does in a hostile environment at night on the road.
This thing ramps up quickly. I mean, you start out with Alabama A&M, then you get the Jackoffs and Jonesboro. I mean, what?
Wow. I did tonight. He's coming out firing on all cylinders.
Then you go straight over to Ole Miss, Memphis, and then Notre Dame. I mean, it gets hot in a hurry around here.
So let me ask you this: how do you feel about this team if they go down to Oxford and upset Ole Miss?
T. Will's got a chip on his shoulder for that game. That's all I got to say.
Well, not only that, T. Will scared me in that first half. T. Will scared me that first half last week. I want to see because and he's not a bad D coordinator. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is can he make the in-game adjustments?
Did he?
He was there was at it.
So another thing that DJ pointed out in one of his breakdowns.
Yeah.
There was a play. The Alabama A&M offense literally took 3 steps before Sorey, a defensive tackle, and another linebacker moved because they were all 3 looking at each other trying to communicate.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, that there was communication issues, and it happens on the first game. Thank God it was against Alabama A&M, you know?
Well, and you know, going into the season, we were all 3 of us were sitting here going, okay, that Arkansas State game is going to be a lot closer than we think.
I remember getting a text from MC. Y'all are going to learn who Corey Rucker is.
I still don't know who this dude is.
That sounds like a podcaster to me.
It sounds like a never mind. Sounds like a senator, but that's beyond the point. But no. So let me run through these games real quick because we've got a big show coming up and just after the break. I've got MC's picks. Yeah, that's yeah. I've got MC's picks. So here we go. Week 2 pick 'em. Start kicking off the week. Iowa travels to number 16 Iowa State. They're a 3.5-point favorite. That game kicks off 11 a.m. on Fox. Who you got?
I'm taking Iowa.
Really?
I'm taking Iowa.
I'm going to go Iowa State. They looked really impressive against Kansas State a few weeks ago, and they even looked good last week.
Do you want to tell them what MC had?
Yeah, MC picked Iowa State, and I'm going to go Iowa State as well. Next up is Baylor travels to Dallas to take on number 17 SMU. They're a 2.5-point favorite. They're also kicking off at 11 a.m. on the CW network.
You're going to be surprised. I'm taking Baylor on this one.
When did CW start going for football?
Local channels, man. I'm taking Baylor. You know, they actually surprisingly looked a little bit better, and so did Auburn. They looked a little bit better than I was expecting, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to take Baylor this week.
I'm going to play it safe and go SMU.
Yep.
And MC took SMU as well. All right, here we go. First conference matchup of the season. Number 20, Ole Miss travels to Lexington as a 9.5-point favorite to take on Kentucky. That's a 2:30 ABC game.
That's a change the channel because Ole Miss is up by 40.
I was going to say, that's no question. Give me Ole Miss. You taking Ole Miss too? The Rebel Black Bear Land Sharks?
Yeah.
All right. I added this one in last minute. Kansas, it's the border war. Kansas at Missouri. Missouri is a 6.5-point favorite. 2:30 ESPN.
I'm taking Kansas.
By the way, we are all unanimous on the Ole Miss Kentucky game. And you're going the Jayhawks, huh? You're going Rock Chalk?
Rock Chalk, man. That's a really underrated rivalry, by the way. There will be punches thrown in that game.
I want to, and you know, I talked to MC about this earlier. I'm with him. I'm not buying the hype for Missouri. I want to see what they do against somebody better than UCA. Not saying UCA is a bad team, but give me Kansas as well. All right. The only ranked top 25 matchup we have this week, number 15 Michigan, game day is going to be there as well. Number 15 Michigan travels to Norman to take on number 18 Oklahoma, and the Sooners are a 5.5-point favorite. Who you got?
I'm going to take Oklahoma, and not that their fan base is that loud or anything. Like, I'm not going to see a raucous environment like normal SEC teams.
Right.
OU kind of has that same Alabama problem at their stadium. You got a lot of people sitting on their hands and golf clapping. So I'm going to take Oklahoma, but it's not because of the stadium atmosphere.
You want to know something funny?
What's that?
Kansas State fans are the same way.
Yeah.
I learned that at the 2016 Liberty Bowl.
The one right behind you?
I gotta ask Scoota if he's still got one of them chrome domes.
Oh, that's a good question.
If he's got one of those chrome domes,
Yes.
yeah, I mean, that might have been before he was on campus. Maybe.
Yeah, had to be. It was.
And then last game, and then we're gonna go to break and bring on our guest. Number 12, Arizona State travels to Starkville to take on Mississippi State. That's a 6:30 ESPN2 kickoff. Who you got?
Give me Klanga. Give me the
going
Cowbells.
Mississippi State?
Give me the Cowbells.
Is that your upset of the week?
Probably. Give me the Cowbells. Did you see the guys at I know this isn't a cowbell, but did you see the guys walking around practice with their little mini cowbells? I don't think they understand how annoying those things are.
All right, D, are we ready for this?
Man,
it's time. It's time for the Rumble in the Rock.
I don't know if Blake heard what I said about Jonesboro, but I'm sure it's going to be ready.
I think you ought to repeat it on the other side of the break. But we're going to go to break. Coming up, it's the Rumble in the Rock Throwdown here on ITHP. Stick around. We'll be back in just a minute.
Mix Design is your one-stop shop for custom clothing with a personal touch. At Mix Design, we can help you tell your story through your wardrobe. Your imagination on a hat, shirt, pullover, or nearly anything wearable. And while you're picking out some custom clothing, check out the one-of-a-kind handmade soaps from the Bobcat Soap Company. Find us on Facebook and let us create custom swag just for you at Mix Design.
Hey, Hog fanatics! We at Inside the Hawg Pen are thrilled to announce that SeatGeek is now a sponsor. As brand ambassadors, we're excited to share SeatGeek as a ticket app that simplifies the ticket buying process for all your favorite events. They provide a 0 to 10 score for each ticket, with green indicating a good deal and red indicating a not-so-good deal. As a special offer, Hog fanatics can get $20 off their first ticket purchase by using the code INSIDEHOGPEN. Check out our socials for the link, and remember to use the code INSIDEHOGPEN.
Attention Razorback fans and local businesses. Are you ready to reach the most passionate Arkansas sports fans out there? Introducing Inside the Hawg Pen, not your normal Razorback talk show. We're fans first and don't try to hide it. No agendas, no propaganda. At Inside the Hawg Pen, we call it like we see it. And now we're looking for sponsors to join the team. This is your chance to put your brand in front of thousands of loyal Razorback fans who live and breathe Arkansas sports. From small businesses to major brands, we have sponsorship packages tailored just for you. So let's grow together and make Inside the Hawg Pen bigger and better. Don't miss out. Call 501-416-4331 or email us today at insidethehogpen@gmail.com and become a proud sponsor of Inside the Hawg Pen.
It's time to step back inside the Hog Pen to the Mix Design Studios.
Got some new music in here.
Oh boy, I had to add new music in because, like I said, we're switching over to this new system, and I'm trying to get everything right. But that's another story for another time, because it is time for Rumble in the Rock here in ITHP. D, I'm excited about this because it's about to go down. We've got Blake Mack, former Arkansas State Red Wolf and Mackey Award Watchlist member. And, of course, everybody remembers the man himself, Scoota Harris from the Arkansas Razorbacks. In the house tonight, we've got a big game coming up, 4 o'clock Saturday. And, Blake, I want to start with you real quick. You played for A-State. What does this game mean as an alumni?
Man, it means a lot, but, man, I think I really wish when him and I were, and that's when I think, I guess when it was announced, that's when I feel like that was the whole state was ready to go battle. But I think it's still because I mean, it's the title to the state. I mean, essentially. So I mean, it means a lot. It means a lot to the fans. You finally get the fans what they've been wanting. They've been wanting us to play for years. So first and foremost, it's going to be a good thing for the fans, for the state, just bringing publicity, and then just also Little Rock. It's a neutral ground, so people that can't make it to Razorback games or people that can't make it to Red Wolf games, it's on a neutral site, so it's going to be easy for travel. So I think it means a lot. I think it does mean a lot to the state.
All right, Scoot, I got to ask you, man. I know we've talked about it before, and I know you've been on the show before. What do you think? I mean, being the university in the state, approaching in the state, not taking a pot shot at A-State. I promise.
Hey, the name is Inside the Hawg Pen, so I get it.
Not taking a pot shot yet. I'm saving all that for Saturday morning. The game's 93 years in the making, obviously. Do you feel like this game's kind of past its allure point, or do you think the fans are going to embrace it just a little bit?
Nah, I think the fans are going to embrace it. Because like Blake said, though, everybody been wanting this game to happen for years. And I honestly think it should happen every year, I think it's something that should be played within the states. It don't really matter if it's an SEC school and a smaller school, though. I think that game should be played, though, because I think it'd be good for the state of Arkansas, honestly.
One of the things that us here on ITHP have talked about leading up to the season is how almost on paper evenly matched these teams could possibly be. Because the talent level, Butch Jones at A-State has done a fantastic job of recruiting and has got A-State in a really good position. But then you look at Arkansas, they've kind of struggled here the last couple of years, especially early on. How do you guys see this game going? Blake, we'll start with you.
Man, I think it's, like you said, I think it's, on paper it's even. But one thing I will say that they'll probably have the advantage in is in the trenches, O-line, D-line. But I think as far as skill positions, it can really go anyway. And I think it's essentially going to come down to execution. We can't make mistakes. So honestly, whoever makes the least mistakes, I think is going to win. Special teams is going to play a factor in these games like this. Muff punts, it's going to be something crazy that decides the game, whether that happens early or late. But I think, like I said, it's going to be essentially even, if you're just looking at depth charts. But it's going to come down to executions, penalties, who can play the cleanest, I think.
Yeah. So you think it's going to be a one-score game?
Ooh.
Oh. That's what I heard through that answer.
Oh.
Yeah. Us by at least 7.
When you say us, I'm guessing that means A-State.
Oh yeah.
No, he's talking about Arkansas.
Now, I will say there's one thing I'm really jealous of when it comes to Arkansas State. It's the fact that y'all have different uniforms. You don't wear the same 2 uniforms for like 7 years. And I don't know what Scoota thinks about that, but I like to see the different uniforms.
Blame your alumni for that.
I talk to my dad about it all the time.
You gotta blame the old people, man.
Wait, hold on.
In their ways.
Damn.
I talk to my dad about that all the time. He used to call Oregon. He used to say, Oregon, they woke up wearing their pajamas to the game. And I was like, I'd like to see different uniform combinations every now and then.
So,
go ahead, Zach.
No, my bad, dude. I didn't mean to overstep. My internet's glitching, so if I overtalk one of you guys, just let me know. I have to ask, and I know Scooter's feelings on this, but I still want him to say it because he won't get in trouble. His statute of limitations has run out already. How do you guys feel about playing a War Memorial Stadium?
That's ass.
What'd he say?
That's ass. I hate it.
That's what I thought.
I was waiting for it. Yes.
Hey, I agree. I think it should be. It's either team. I think it should be home for us or home for them. Yeah, I agree.
Like, there's so many athletes over the years that spoke about this situation. Like, you would think they'll take it seriously. Like, especially if you want to have these big time games, at this stadium with these big time players, and you got NIL involved now. So, you're putting people at real risk. But hey, that's still ass, man.
Oh, Scoot, I'm gonna make that into a soundbite. We're gonna put that on social media. That was beautiful, man. That was
Nah, for real.
the answer I was waiting on.
Scoot, what do you think's going to happen with this game?
Like, I feel like if it's gonna be close, Arkansas by 10 for sure. But
Oh,
like you said though, I check both teams out though. We got a little size advantage on, especially in the trenches. So I just feel like we gotta start off running the ball, make them tackle. But I feel like both teams gonna come out on fire. I don't know if there's many Arkansas players on either side of the team. With the portal and stuff, with kids transferring in and out. So I feel like it's gonna be an even playing field. They're gonna come out. Everybody gonna come out with their hair on fire. But like you said, it's gonna come down to execution at the end of the day, though. So still feel like we could get them by at least 10 to 17. Though.
so
That's
Damn,
what
you
it
going? You
should
went
be.
up 7 now.
yeah. So
Respectfully, if they
Scoot, let
get
me ask
wicked, it's
you.
gonna be about 17.
It's funny you should say 17. That's the exact number of points that I gave my buddy. And if I win, basically, if Arkansas wins by 17 or more, he's buying me a package of diapers. Blake, I don't think I told
Yeah.
you. Wife's pregnant.
Nah, I didn't know that. Congrats, man. What you got?
Yeah.
You got a red
Congrats.
wolf cooking up in there?
Absolutely
Whoa,
not.
whoa,
You got you a
whoa.
young red wolf cooking up in there, man?
Something like that. Something like that.
It's a
But
Longhorn.
yeah. You didn't just say what I think you said, did you?
Anyway, I'm gonna pay for that comment later.
All right.
No, Scoot, let me circle back here. When you're looking at Sam Pittman's job from an outside perspective, from a fan, this is the game that will determine his coaching future at Arkansas. Even if it's a
I
win,
hate it for him.
even if it's a win, what is too close for comfort? Now that you're a fan as well, but as somebody who's played the game, what would be a too close for comfort score? Because I know you're saying 10 points and
I
17
feel
points.
like anything was 6 or under. But respectfully though, like at the end of the day, man, you gotta just be realistic with things too. Like it's not like A-State been a slap program, over the last few years. Even when I was getting recruited by A-State, when I was coming out of high school, like they already won multiple conference championships. So like at the end of the day, like I said, when you add the NIL and the portal to the mix, like the playing field is pretty even when you talk about talent. So I mean, if they want to look at it like that, I guess 6 points or lower is too close. But I'm really like truly expecting it to be a close game. Like nobody wins by no more than 10 points, for
No, that's
real.
not bad. Blake, I want to ask this. Jonesboro, Northeast Arkansas, they're a close knit group, kind of like Northwest Arkansas is with the Razorbacks. You've got that core group of Red Wolf fans. How many people do you think is going to be coming down from Jonesboro for this game on Saturday?
Oh, I think it's gonna be a lot. First and foremost, there's a little less to do in NEA versus NWA. so I think by default we gonna have the house packed for sure.
Yeah, that's something that MC has been saying is, we've been underestimating the Wolfpack faithful. And, the past couple of years at War Memorial, we've been lucky to get, 40,000 in there?
Yeah, if that.
Especially if they run out of water, but that's beside the point.
Don't get me started on that.
But we got a couple of A-State fans in the chat here. Adam Stone says it thinks it's going to be Hogs, and they pull away close at the end. But I think this is another A-State guy. I haven't seen this one. He thinks there's going to be 15K Jonesboro or A-State fans.
That's still not
that's
a
a
bad
good
number.
mint.
Yeah, that's still not a bad number. It is now. They are reporting it as a sellout, and I think we're gonna have to look at the record books here. But I think this is the first sellout
Since LSU.
LSU and what? Before Chad Morris, right?
It had to be like right before LSU quit coming to Little Rock, and they started taking them to Fayetteville.
Yeah, but it's one of those that when you look at this, scheduling wise, I like it being in week 2. I like it being in week 2. You're early enough in the season Who did A-State played SEMO last week, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is, I mean, for A-State, you're playing. I mean, you're essentially playing with house money here because it kind of gives you an idea because y'all have Iowa State next week after.
Mm-hmm.
I think
I
Man,
believe
I'm not
so.
sure. I know within the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think it's in the next 2 weeks. But this will tell you how the team is sitting and where it stands going into that Iowa State game. And for Arkansas, need I say more?
Something that as much ribbing as I'm giving Blake right now because he deserves it, I still tackled you, Blake. I just want you to remember that I did.
When you
I
tackle
took
me?
you to the. I got the video, bro. I took
When?
you to the ground.
Hey, jog my memory.
I've got an extra set of hands on me, but I took you to the ground, man. There's a player. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. There was a guy. I think his last name's Cobb. He had an unreal catch last week. Apparently, the guy caught it. The defender knocked it out of his hands, grabbed it with his feet, and then as he hit the ground, bounced it back to himself.
Yeah, and he got my number. He got my number too. I seen that.
Does he have your number?
Yeah, he got my number too. I'm wondering why he's not retired.
Scoota, why you laughing over there, bro? I'm instigating all night tonight. Man. I'm instigating tonight, boys. This is all this is going to be.
This was not scripted, by the way.
So who between you two, who's winning? Because I know if y'all were at A-State and Arkansas at the same time, more than likely one of y'all is going to get covered and one of y'all is going to get blown by. So who's going on? What's going on here, boys?
Oh, a linebacker.
Scoota.
Hey, my coverage grade was high. That's all I can say. So I don't have no feel nobody catch the ball on me.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
D, I just thought of something. We should have done something on Twitch, A-State versus Arkansas in College Football 25, and had these two play.
Oh yeah, no, I don't like that.
Tight end?
No.
A-State? Oh no. Taylor Green 500 yards, 300 rushes.
I'm like that. Nah,
it's over. It's over. I already played with them in the dynasty already.
Dude,
look, the back end gonna hold up. We just gotta contain. That's it.
Not on NCAA. We talking about the video game. He not holding up.
Here comes the A-State faithful. Back in 2017, they would have destroyed Arkansas. They're coming for you, Scoota.
Are you talking about with Kirk Murray? Nah, it would have been a game that year, especially if we was healthy. Nah, you talking about with Morris? I can't speak on that.
Nah, I think.
No.
18 was senior year, my senior year. So I think your senior year too. I think that was
It had to be Morris.
Mm-hmm. It was Chad.
Morris came. Yeah.
Nah, I think it was Brett.
But I'm saying the first 16 and 17, that was Coach B years. That was Coach B last year.
I got you. I'm a
2017, so that probably would have been a game. I don't know.
You're right.
D, I really want to ask Scoot about what would happen if. All right, Scoot. I don't want to put you on the spot, but I'm gonna ask. What would this game look like with? The hell with it, Chad Morris at the helm back in the day.
With this team right now.
Mm-hmm. All bets are off. You're not gonna get in trouble. But.
I'll take this question. He could recruit his ass off. He got some players down in Fayetteville. But everything else,
for sure. But I don't know. I probably would have had to place a bet on. I probably would have to place a bet on Arkansas State. For real. Take the points or something.
Everything I need to know.
Shit. For real.
So let me ask you a question, Blake. You've been keeping up with A-State since your playing days. How do you think the job of Butch Jones? How do you think he's doing as head coach?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I was a little beginning. I was, hey, whoa. Because I mean, man, we was so before I got to A-State, it was straight conference championships. I think it was like the last 7 of 8, and then when I played, we went to 3. We won twice, and then third my senior year we ended up playing for the conference championship. We lost, but Man, Butch, I think he's making improvement. I think he's making the improvement that he needs to make. Because that he was gonna start to get a little hot. It's just used to winning. I mean, and no offense, but it's the Sun Belt. We supposed to win that. That's our expectation, and that's what the expectation that has been set. And so, I mean, he's starting to meet it up, and he's starting to get some bowl games going. But so I like the momentum in the direction that he's going in right now.
Were you there with Coach Anderson?
Yeah, all 4 years.
Oh, okay. Because
I was the last part of the coaching carousel because you remember the coaching carousel? We had like. Man, so look, I swear I had Brian Harsin. Y'all remember Brian Harsin?
Yep.
I had Brian Harsin on my couch, like a couple of days before I committed. I swear, 1 week later, he went to Boise State.
And
then
he didn't seem like the type to cheat on his wife like they tried to tell him in Auburn, did he?
Hey, yeah. Hey, man. Hey, you know what they say? Where there's smoke, there's fire. No, I'm playing. I don't know.
So let's talk about the games that each team played last week. All right, and Scoot, we're gonna start with you. I know we talked a little bit in pre-show. When you look at the defense for Arkansas against Alabama A&M last week, they kind of had some mishaps, miscommunications there towards the beginning. Did you see the adjustments that needed to be made as the game progressed that T-Will needed to make?
Yeah, I think, like I said before in the pre-show, I just think it was more about, the guys getting out there for the first time, getting their feet wet, just playing together. But I didn't know it was any communication issues, so it don't really matter at what point in the game. If it's a communication issue, then it's a busted play just waiting to happen. But I think they finally settled in, got the communication settled down, and they just played excellent ball after that.
So, Blake, when you look at the SEMO game from last week, what is it that A-State can improve on from game 1 to game 2? Because Saban said it best, and I know I'm name dropping Saban on an Arkansas show, but that's okay because he's kicking our ass for 16 years straight. Saban said it best that teams have the best chance to improve from week 1 to week 2.
Mm.
So if you had to pick something that was a glaring mistake that needed to be fixed, glaring error, whatever you want to call it, what would it be for Arkansas State?
Man, I would say a glaring error. Man, I think it was a pretty good game all the way around. Only thing is just tackling. Tackling. That's always the biggest thing in week 1, and I say that from an offensive guy. But tackling, man, it's the first time you're ever going you go live, but you don't really go super live. But I just think tackling, making tackles, wrapping up. I think they made the plays that they need to be made. Just a couple more plays that could have been made, but I just think tackling.
So, from an A-State point of view, what's the best way to go about containing Taylor Green?
The best way to go about, man, is going to be getting some pressure. It's going to be getting pressure, and it's going to be keeping your rush lane integrity. When you're supposed to go in. When you're supposed to go out, go out. That's because he get loose. I don't know if we got the meat back there to be chasing him all game, especially with like I said, on paper the depth chart I say is even, but it's a depth too. So it's like they may be a little bit deeper. So we got to do everything we can while we got our starters in before we start going into subs. Just keep your rush lane integrity.
So we actually have a picture from Jonesboro, from a store in Jonesboro. I'm not sure where this is from, but we're going to try to get it up here on the screen real quick. And wanted you guys to take a look at this. I don't know how we feel about that one, actually. That's pretty good. I'm hoping to see something like that at the tailgate Saturday because I'll walk the tailgate area before the show or before the game, just to kind of scope things out. But that's pretty good. I like that.
No, that's funny.
So, D, I think we are up against a break real quick. Let's take a quick one and then come back and continue our conversation. The Rumble in the Rock ITHP edition. Everything is on the table. No holds barred, no disqualifications, no countouts. But we're going to be right back to continue our conversation with Blake and Scoota right after this.
Attention Razorback fans and local businesses. Are you ready to reach the most passionate Arkansas sports fans out there? Introducing Inside the Hawg Pen, not your normal Razorback talk show. We're fans first and don't try to hide it. No agendas, no propaganda. At Inside the Hawg Pen, we call it like we see it. And now we're looking for sponsors to join the team. This is your chance to put your brand in front of thousands of loyal Razorback fans who live and breathe Arkansas sports. From small businesses to major brands, we have sponsorship packages tailored just for you. So let's grow together and make Inside the Hawg Pen bigger and better. Don't miss out. Call 501-416-4331 or email us today at insidethehogpen@gmail.com and become a proud sponsor of Inside the Hawg Pen. Attention, Razorback.
All right, welcome back to Inside the Hog Pen, Rumble in the Rock edition. It's Arkansas State and the Arkansas Razorbacks kicking off first ever matchup in 93 years in War Memorial Stadium, Saturday, 4 o'clock kickoff time. Let's see. Let's see. I don't have the ability to put comments up here, but Adam Stone really want to touch on this real quick. Do y'all have this live on public, or do you have to be a member of the Hog Pen? Shared on multiple Hog and Red Wolf groups with thousands of members over the last 10 to 15 minutes. No one is coming. Seems like there should be a few. It is public. You can share it. The problem is I think we were going head-to-head with Sam Pittman Live there towards the beginning. And then, of course, Facebook algorithms do stupid stuff.
If it stays up.
Yeah, we got kicked off air last week. Apparently one of us said something we shouldn't have.
I don't know. It was the Sam Pittman infamous I don't know.
All right. But getting back to the game at hand, how do you see, Blake, Arkansas State's season going looking forward in the Sun Belt?
Man, I think this year we go ahead and get the championship, man. I'm gonna buy in the Butch, man. I'm gonna buy in. So I think he got I think he got everything he needs. I think the main thing was getting a quarterback some years of experience, because I mean, of course, quarterback's first year, it's only a few. It's only a select few quarterbacks that just thrive in their first year. He played well his first year, but I think the experience and all the team, everything's molded together now. I think it's opportunities now.
So, Scoot, you and I, we've all talked about Sam Pittman. We've all talked about this team, about what it, coulda, woulda, shoulda in the past couple of years.
Right.
What do you think after seeing game one? And I know it's Alabama A&M, and it's not real. I wouldn't call it a cupcake, but they're hitting somebody other than each other. Does that change the perspective of where you think this team will be at the end of the season, or is it still kind of on par, and you just kind of want to see how they do, like next week against Ole Miss in Oxford?
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, I feel like you got to take it week by week with them. It's year 2 with Taylor, though, but so many new faces on the offensive side of the ball, and really just guys playing on defense too, though. So I feel like you got to just take it week by week. They got the potential if they stay healthy, and guys keep getting good. I feel like they got the potential to win 8. It's gonna be tough. They have to grind it out though, but I feel like just that offensive side of the ball could carry them farther than the defense would.
So if you had to give one name coming out of the game last week that impressed you the most, who would it be? Of the new people, whether
Omega.
The Alpha and the Omega.
But I was expecting a big game from him though.
So you have a fan, Scoot. Our boy Justin says, my son Gideon says, hi, Scoota.
What's up?
So, Blake, I want to ask you this. If you could only win one of the next 2, Arkansas and Iowa State.
Come on now.
It's Iowa State,
Come on now.
I'm just, hey.
You better say Iowa State if he's smart.
Wow.
Hey, man.
It's good for the rankings, though. Okay,
so all right. So let me caveat off that.
Arkansas ain't ranked shit.
Yet.
For the rankings, bro.
Yes.
I mean, it's all about perspective, man. It's all about perspective. Nah.
Shots fired.
Blake, come on, man.
He's like, give me Iowa State. No, okay. So let me ask you, because we've been talking about from an Arkansas standpoint, who's got the better odds? Arkansas State upsetting Arkansas or Arkansas upsetting Notre Dame? So I'm gonna flip it on. I'm gonna flip it on its head. Who's got the better odds? Arkansas State upsetting Arkansas or Arkansas State upsetting Iowa State?
Come on, Arkansas.
Right
down the road.
Do I have to use the word Super Bowl here?
Hold on.
Do I need to put that out there?
Hold on. And here's why I say that. Look at all the Week 1 games that got upset. Look at all the ranked teams that got upset Week 1.
Okay, this is a very good question.
Anything can happen.
Would Hogs rather beat ASU or Alabama? And I'm going to be honest with you. After losing...
Rather beat Alabama.
You said the right answer, Scoota. You said the right answer.
Yeah. It's Alabama. They beat us 20 years in a row.
As a person that would have to live with Jonesboro people, it's A-State. It's not even close. I'll take the 19th straight loss in a row against Alabama to shut them up over there.
Well, hey, in all honesty, and Adam Stone says it best, a loss to ASU would be devastating. It would. If Arkansas was to somehow lose to Arkansas State on Saturday, I can't even begin to explain what kind of a nuclear bomb would go off in Fayetteville.
We talk about that for the next 100 years.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Frank Broyles would be rolling over in his grave going, this is why I didn't want to play Arkansas State.
Yeah.
We will never hear the end of it.
Man.
Do the A-State fans rush the field after the game?
I had to ask that one. I wanted to ask.
Hell yeah.
All 12 of them?
Ooh.
It's in Little Rock.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we rushing it. We tearing it down. We tearing
down the goalposts
down.
Do me a favor, tear it all down. Build it back.
I'm about to say, please.
Pull that.
Burn that shit down.
Yeah, we tearing it down. Yeah.
Dude, you don't like playing at War Memorial?
No, bro, just burn it down.
I don't think he's made that an opinion at this point.
Well, and I wanted to get your opinion on this, Scoot. We've been talking for a while about this game and the future of War Memorial. I really think, unfortunately, Pittman has already come out and said he has no interest in making this a home and home. But I really think this is the swan song for War Memorial. Do you have that same opinion, or do you think they're going to renew it and try to keep Arkansas State another every other year thing?
I'd rather just keep it an every other year thing. If you don't want to go to Arkansas State and Arkansas.
Well, but I also think too is, and again, this is my opinion, if you're going to keep games at War Memorial, this is the one to do it. Arkansas State.
Yeah. True.
If it's going to save War Memorial, if any game is going to save War Memorial, it's got to be this one.
I mean, it's got a chance. As much as I'm ragging on A-State, it's got a chance to actually pull it together. It's going to be a sellout. The AIS, as our friend likes to say, it's going to be full.
Adam said, storming the field and starting the demolition of War Memorial Field for free will definitely happen if I know our people.
Oh, he's going to be sick after the game.
But no, I really think this one, I mean, it's going to be a lot closer than people think, to be totally honest. Wouldn't you agree?
I'm still saying my 17 points, man. I'll give
300 yards rushing.
After as much, okay. Let me ask Blake this, because I don't know, Blake. Did you watch the Arkansas game?
I watched a little bit.
Okay,
I gamble, so I'm tuned in with everybody.
You gamble a lot of things in life, Blake.
Do you use Saracen or do you use Oakland anywhere?
I live in Memphis. I live in Memphis, bro. So I use DraftKings. I'm with DraftKings, FanDuel.
So, do you think the problem with the running game last week was probably a lot of them shooting the gaps and sending about 6 people on every single play?
Yeah, man. Because I know they're just
Asking the
Obviously,
offensive guy a defensive question and
yeah.
defensive guy an offensive question.
Hey man,
Love it.
I know my defense, man. I know my defense.
Shake it up a little bit.
But yeah, because it's you when you want to stop one thing, the one thing you want to stop is the run. So I'm shooting every gap at every opportunity. If I'm a defensive coordinator, especially on the SEC team, what do I got to lose? What do I got to lose? Okay, throw it over my head. We'll take that. We'll take that over. Like you said, 300 yards rushing.
So with that being said, what do you think the game plan is going to be for A-State? Do you think they're going to try to RPO Arkansas to death and just be overly aggressive on defense, or what do you think the plan is A-State wise?
Man, I think the plan, I think it's going to be to stay balanced, RPOs, get the ball out quick, make the defenders run side to side. When downhill, we don't want nobody getting downhill, run side to side, and then hopefully, it wears the defense down a little bit, and then that's when you open up the middle of the field.
And Scoota, what's the thought process going into this game?
Shit for Arkansas?
Yes, sir.
I mean, honestly, you gotta treat him as a little brother, man. Just go take care of business. You know what I'm saying? You can't overlook him. Don't overlook him though. But it's great for the state. But man, go take care of business. Put some shit on film and get ready for next week. We got a big one next week. But
Listen,
we
I'll
gotta
say
take care
this
of
for
we gotta
little
take care of
brother.
little brother first.
Blake, you're a big
Yeah.
little brother. I'm just gonna put it that way, man.
If anything, we step brothers. The same age.
We could be cousins for all I give a damn. Shit. Take Let's
So
go.
let me ask you this: which coach has a better decision making in the clutch, Life Champ Butch or Clueless? I don't know.
I think the resume speaks for itself. Butch, the resume speaks for itself.
I was about to say, I think we
Respectfully.
all know the answer to that.
I was gonna say
I mean,
Bobby Petrino has the best decision making,
Well,
except for when it comes to motorcycles.
Almost has the
yeah.
best decision-making. All right, so as we're wrapping up here, I want to go around the room. Give me, Scoot, we'll start with you. Give me your score prediction and one hot take from the game on Saturday.
Let me see. Arkansas, be respectful. 31-13. 31-13. 31-13. Hey, and the defense gonna come up big for real. Watch. It's gonna be a defense.
I agree with that.
Be respectful first.
I'm just laughing at the. Let me be respectful.
Bro, I just think I think Bobby. I really do think Bobby and the offense about to bring out some shit. But I like A-State. I like A-State quarterback though.
Would you
He a dog.
Would you rather than be respectful or leave it all on the field and not take their foot off the gas? Because that's what Arkansas is known for here the last.
Oh no, I don't think nobody. No team should take their foot off the gas.
Nah,
it don't even matter.
Blake, score prediction and one hot take from the game on Saturday.
This is Super Bowl 57, by the way.
Score prediction. Let's go A-State, of course. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Let me keep it respectful. Let me go. I'm gonna go 21-13 Arkansas State.
Okay.
21-13.
If A-State win, it's gonna be like 6-3.
It's gonna be 9-7.
Nah.
It's gonna be 9-7.
It's a close game.
A hot take.
One hot take.
A hot take.
Hotter than them winning?
I mean,
nah, that ain't hot.
I'm sorry,
that's room temperature. That's room temperature. I'm gonna say a big special teams play. I'm gonna say a kick return or a punt return.
I don't know. It don't get better. It don't get any better than the special teams play that happened last week for Arkansas when it bounced off an Alabama A&M.
Oh, the onside kick. The
Mm-hmm.
onside kick. Yeah.
First off. Well, that reminds me. I got to come out and eat a little bit of crow because in warm-ups last week, kicker looked a little rough, and I was getting kind of worried. And then he goes out and his first kick ever as an Arkansas Razorback nails like a 53-yarder right down the pipe. So that shut me up real quick. I was wrong. I know, shocking, isn't it?
Do I need to start putting a finger down for you?
I mean, a thumbs down would work, but you know.
All right. Well, I'm going to respectfully say that Arkansas is going to win 41-17. Respectfully,
about
mind
right.
you. Respectfully.
Man.
Thomas Walker's got 34-31 A-State wins, just like ULM did to Arkansas in Little Rock.
Hey, he
Man,
did
Thomas
say
living in the
one
old
good fact
days.
too. The year we both played Coastal Carolina, Arkansas beat them by 1. We beat
He
them by
did say
30.
that. I did see
We beat
that.
them by 30.
He did say that. He did say
All
that.
right, so that sound amazing, bro. That's like saying we played with LSU in the first half and they were still the national championship team. They beat everybody ass by 20. That don't mean nothing.
Hey, I'm just
That don't
speaking
mean
facts. That's
nothing.
all I'm saying. It might not mean nothing.
Thomas, go ahead somewhere. Living in 2017, man.
I
Hey,
mean,
man, he
look,
got
I
a
know, wait a minute.
17-point win somewhere.
Look, I got to level with him because I'm a former Dallas Cowboy fan. We've been living in nostalgia for 30 years. Yeah, I put my name in the transfer portal after they traded Michael Parsons away. So if any pro team wants me as a fan, let me know. E-Mad, we'll go to you next. Score for the game, and then one hot take.
I said 41-17 respectfully.
He thought you was just playing.
Oh, no, that's for real. Also, I'm going to take a hot take and say that the A-State fans are not going to take this loss well.
We ain't got nothing to lose, man.
They're going to say, okay, here's what the end of as the fourth quarter is winding down. They're supposed to do that. That's what you're going to hear.
Yeah.
It's echoing through War
Hey,
Memorial.
do y'all record these shows?
Is that going to be
Absolutely?
Do y'all record these shows?
It's live right now.
Cause I need this I need this footage on Sunday morning. Sunday morning. I need this sent to me.
I tell you what, and Scoot, we'll even extend an invite. I'll be doing post game live from the stadium right after the game.
Okay,
we can get you guys a link, and y'all can join us on post game.
Bet.
All right, so we've got a comment here.
I'll be damned if we lose. We pay Taylor too much. $2 million, buddy. I'll be damned.
I want to. We'll Scoot. We'll talk after the show. Yeah. Adam Stone says Butch Jones has to go if A-State loses this one. Are we sure?
Really?
Is that? I mean, really?
Y'all delusional.
That's a little. I mean, man. Adam, you come with some good points, dude, but that one's a little out there. That one's a little out there, buddy.
It's Sam Pittman.
Let me caveat off that and ask him why Butch Jones, out of all the games, why this one?
They can recruit Sam Pittman. They can go after him.
In the words of our illustrious coach, I don't know about that.
Yeah, we don't want Titty Man.
He's about to retire anyways. All right, Zach. What's your score prediction and hot take? Wait, Scooter, did you give us a hot take?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I said a big game on the defensive side.
Oh, okay. I don't think that's very hot, but
well, look, I was wrong last week. So
turnovers. The crazy is the turnovers.
Can't get beat by the worst team in the SEC. We usually get beat by the good ones.
I didn't think Vanderbilt was playing them this week.
Here's the thing, Adam. Arkansas is not the worst team. Arkansas is not the worst team in the SEC this year. That would be Mississippi State.
It's Kentucky's a little bit.
Bro.
Kentucky had 85 yards passing last week.
Well, he's stuck in a more. Well, yeah, I agree with Scoot. That's all I'm gonna say. Scoot. It was hard watching them games, man. It was.
I was playing them. I
was gonna say I can't imagine being a player during those years.
This what it's like. You wake up on Saturday morning. There you go again. Here we go again.
I got so
don't feel like shit change.
I got so many things.
Here we go.
Off there, just to get a mindset of what was going on in that locker room. But we'll talk later about that. All right, score prediction. I'm gonna go 56-21 Arkansas.
Wow.
Man, God, hey.
And well, here's the thing.
Do y'all smoke?
That's what we call belt to ass, Blake.
Do y'all smoke?
Here's what I'm basing.
ass.
Yeah, here's what I'm basing that off of. Can you stop the passing game, and can you contain Taylor Green enough? I'm not too concerned about our running. Well, I'm not too up and up on our running game yet because we haven't seen a lot of it.
Shit, Mike Nice though.
But can
He
y'all
is.
can you contain Omega Blake and can you hold Taylor Green from throwing it all over you?
Man, from what I've seen, I don't think he's the best decision maker, to be honest, when he gets outside the pocket. I mean,
He's not.
just being a neutral football fan, not even just being A-State, I don't think he's the best decision maker. So I think he give us a couple. One or
There's
two.
a lot to be desired when it came to Talon, but
I think he give us one or two. I do. I do. And I think that's what's gonna change the game.
You know, last year we were sitting there watching him get hit pass after pass, like just free runners at him. But you know, you saw the offensive line pick up a lot of blockers. I'm wondering if he's grown a lot and been able to read the defense a lot better and being able to kind of like being able to anticipate where the blitz is coming from and being able to make a good decision. If there's any growth there, that's going to be the decision maker for the rest of the year for him.
What's the quote from the movie The Replacements? Move fast, think even faster. You'll live a lot longer. Okay, so I want to ask you guys about a couple of non-conference, out-of-conference games. How about them Longhorns? I'm only doing that because my better half is a Texas fan, so I'm giving her 9 kinds of crap.
You know, we don't talk Texas.
Well, I'm just getting everybody's opinion because there was a lot of upsets last week.
I think we even said something about Texas was probably going to lose, didn't we?
I always say Texas is going to lose. Always. But the surprise of the week had to have been Alabama.
Not really.
Man, I think people downplaying Florida State.
Right. Like
them boys was hit.
Florida State Florida State just had a sorry ass quarterback last year.
Yeah. I think
like
them boys
they was a playoff team in the last 2 years before. You just missing a quarterback. That's it. Like then
I think
you got Gus Malzahn over there. Like, come on. Be real.
Gus has had
be
Alabama's
real.
number.
Yeah, you know where Gus came from.
Tide killer.
Yeah. I mean shout out Arkansas, we got him paid every year.
You know where he coached at, man. You know he was the head coach at. We gave him we took off his training wheel.
Hey, I'm pretty sure they had a nickname for him as why he's never coming to Arkansas ever, and his nickname was High School. Just FYI.
Well, we have other words for him, but we're gonna leave that alone. So I'm gonna put you guys on the spot one last time before we get out of here. Give me your opinion on who would be the national champion.
Man, this weekend messed mine up. I really thought Texas. I really thought Texas. That was my favorite coming in. After seeing that, I'm gonna give a hot take. I'm gonna say Florida State.
Oh,
them boys look good.
Oh, all right. I'm writing that down.
Them boys look good. They impressed me out of everybody over the weekend.
You know, I pretty much got old takes exposed last week because I said Nussmeier wasn't that great, and he came out and just.
Oh, I said that too. I just
don't have a lot of faith in him for some reason.
I said that too.
A lot of bonehead stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think that there's a lot.
Honestly, though, I feel like LSU won a national championship though.
LSU did look good too.
Because I just like what they did in the portal. Like, I don't think people understand how deep that receiving room and that DB room is. Like, for real. And what they did this week, they
got like a 6'5".
It's either for me. It's either them, Penn State, or
that's another team. Penn State
or LSU. Really.
Here's the thing: LSU's got Harold Perkins back, and he's healthy. He's 100%, and he's healthy. That's the other thing on the defense.
That's number 7, ain't it?
Yeah.
That man's a
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah.
That man's a dog.
Yeah.
He chased down.
From
He
the other
chased
side of
down
the field. From the other side of the field. Yeah.
who was Malachi? No, Hornsby.
No, that was Malik. That was Malik.
Yeah, he
Malik.
chased down Malik
That was
Hornsby from
whatever his name
behind.
is. Hornsby.
Never saw him. Yeah, never saw him get caught from behind ever, and that dude chased him down. I was like my jaw hit the floor.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Florida State LSU for the national title. I'll play into little brother. I mean Blake.
Hey, just record it. Just record this.
Oh, it's recorded. It's recorded.
Just record it.
Bulletin board. It kind of sounds like the national championship is happening on September 7th in Little Rock. It's weird.
For y'all.
Ooh.
We do this.
We got fired.
Shit, the toilet.
Final thoughts before we get out of here tonight. D, we'll start with you.
What'd you say?
Final thoughts as we get out of here tonight.
Blake, as much shit as I'm talking, you know it's all love.
It's all love, man. It's all love. I still want this recording, though. But
Scoota, like I told you, the DMs. Woo pig, baby.
So,
yes, sir.
Adam Stone, put his up there. It says this that starts with this Amy chick. So, Adam,
very careful. Yeah. Be very careful.
There is no getting her under control. She's actually my better half. I gotta Texas man. Oh boy. But yeah, no, I gotta give her all kinds of crap because she's a Texas fan. So Dennis Sandy, 48-21 Hogs.
That sounds about right for real.
Yeah.
Dennis drunk somewhere. Dennis is drunk. He's intoxicated.
It's a Wednesday night, man.
He's drunk.
All right, Zach.
All right, Scoot. We'll start. We'll go to you next. Final thoughts as we get out of here.
About the game.
Just anything. Is it the game, football in general?
Oh, I mean, shit, ain't no thoughts, man. I'm just ready. Oh, shit. Stay the hell away from the Red Wolves. That's all I can say. I'm gonna be highly disappointed Saturday. You know what I'm saying? So,
you're gonna have some editing to do on this show.
They know what color. Y'all know what color red they went to the game.
That blood red, yeah. Hey, I'm gonna send all y'all one of these. What size y'all wear? I'm gonna send all y'all one of these after we win. I get y'all sizes. I get y'all sizes in the chat.
Send me one anyway. I'll hang one up here.
Okay, baby.
My daughter's like, look, y'all. And my daughter's not in here tonight, but I can say this. My daughter's looking at going to UCA when she graduates high school in a couple of years. So I'm gonna end up having to wear purple and gray anyway.
And you letting her go to UCA?
Hey, she's smart. I wanted her to go to Arkansas, but I told her, I said she can't go. There's only 3 schools you're not allowed to go to: Texas, LSU, and Alabama. That's it. So Blake, I've got a special final thought for you, and I have one last question for you. If you were to give advice to a high school athlete coming out of high school, making that transition into college, what would you say to him?
Man, I would say get in the weight room. That's going to be the biggest difference. And I would say get in the weight room. That's going to be as far as physicality. And mentally, you're gonna have to be up to speed. Like I came in, I didn't know what a cover 2 was. I didn't know what a cover 3 was. And so like in college, I'm sitting in the film room. My coach is like, "Why ain't you read middle of the field open?" I'm like, "I don't know what that is." So just be mindful of coverages. Be mindful of seeing the defense. And I would say specifically that's for offense. And then I guess for defense, understand how to read offenses, how to read splits. Just to be a little more on the mental side of the game and get in the weight room for sure.
All right. That's pretty good advice, though. I like that. That's pretty good advice. Y'all want to do post-game Saturday night? Because one of y'all is not going to be able to be tolerated.
Hey, nah, don't hold me to that. If them scores like y'all say, I ain't getting on.
hey, don't be scared. Don't be scared now.
I ain't getting on.
Look, even my better half's in here. I'd wear a state jersey to every Razorback game just to P.O. Zach. I wear an XL. Shit. Look, here's the thing. We got a bet going. She and I've got a bet going. that if Arkansas loses to Texas, I have to wear something Texas on the postgame show. But I'm Hulk Hogan that stuff when as soon as I'll wear it. I'm gonna hold a sign up that says I'm wearing this against my will, and then I'm Hulk Hogan that thing. All right. My final thought as I get out of here tonight. September 6th, just a few days away. War Memorial Stadium, spot 298, 299. It's the Harris Made Chef Services tailgate show and tailgate party. I'll be broadcasting live all afternoon. Y'all come out, have a great time, and check out the show. I don't have it on me right here, but it's in there with the rest of the gear. But I have giveaway. I have a T-shirt to give away. So you'll have to be paying attention to the pregame show to find out how to win it. Other than that, for Dylan D. Madden and the not absent-minded, but he is absent this week. See, Marcus MC Carlton, and for our two special guests from the Arkansas Razorbacks, Scoota Harris, and from the A-State Little Brother Red Wolves, Blake Mack. I'm Razorback. You have been listening to an all-new episode of Inside the Hawg Pen. Until Saturday, so long, everybody.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for watching this episode of Inside the Hawg Pen. Listen anytime on your favorite podcast provider, and be sure to follow us on all our social network channels.